I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb, a tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me. Your eyes, they glowed and filled me up.
Hey guys, and welcome back. We are starting today's video off at my parents' house. My dad has some tomatoes and they were kind of laying over. He hadn't been able to tie those up yet, so we were driving some posts in the ground and we were putting some string up so his tomatoes would have something to climb on or hold them steady at least. So that's what we're doing here, and then you'll see in a few minutes he has all kinds of blackberries. We have been picking and eating those so much. That's one thing about working at my parents' house, is that I can always eat blackberries. But Dad's not able to do much anymore and he can't see to do a lot of things, so I try to jump over and help them when I can. So we had a little while on this day, so we hopped over here and helped him as best we could. I need to bring our little tiller out and till it up because there's grass that's been blown over into his garden, so it kind of covered up everything. It just looks bad, so I'm going to try to bring that tiller over and till that up. But this video is kind of all over the place per usual, but we make some bags for the girls, and then we weed our flower beds. They were pretty bad. They had a bunch of vines and just weeds and different stuff growing, so we did get those cleaned out and they look so much better. Lakely had gotten a kite, so we flew that for her on one day. I do a little bit of cleaning. I clean my living room windows on the inside and outside, wash my curtains. Flash gets a bath, and then we rearrange Allison's room. Her furniture is super heavy, so it took all of us to get that moved. But it's just, like I said, all over the place, but maybe it'll give you some motivation to do some random things. There's no rhyme or reason to cleaning or getting things done. You just do what you can when you can if you're like us. So I hope it gives you some motivation to get up and just get what you can done. Don't overdo it, but get what you can done.
To what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving is like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end.
Allison made the volleyball team for high school. I told you guys that maybe a video or two back, but she's had practice at 6 a.m. this week, so it's been like 6 to 8, and that is super early. Like, she gets up at 4:45, and that's kick my tail. But she and Kaylin went to a little boutique, and she got a dress, and Lexi got a dress, Kaylin got a dress, and they were showing me, if y'all caught like a little glimpse of her holding a dress up in the corner a minute ago, but they were super cute, and she came out and wanted to help, so she kind of hung out with us on this day. She got a bowl and picked some blackberries for my mom. You can kind of see her down there at the blackberry bushes, but I'll take you guys down there in a minute and show you. Those are like the biggest blackberries I've ever seen, and they're thornless, so that's perfect. I hate picking blackberries that have thorns because they always get me. Like, I can't ever just like dodge the thorns, but theirs are thornless, so I love that. But he had a few tomatoes set out down here. He kind of scatters things out, and that's okay. I'm not sure why he does it. I mean, he says like the ground's good here, but it's not good there. And he'll put a few things out here and a few things out there. And it drives my mom crazy. She's like, why can't it just be one big garden, Bill? And he said, because the dirt's good here and this grows better there. And yeah, so Anyway, I think he's got some peppers set out here, and he's got like 4 or 5 tomato plants down here. So we were doing the same thing here as we was a minute ago, just trying to help him out a little bit.
Caught the walls are caving in. How come I got lost in this endless spin? Why do I feel so empty deep within? Where did I go wrong? Eyes on the goal, don't lose control. I'm living fast, I lost my soul. I'm driving to get away.
There was a ton of ripe blackberries on these vines. My mom had just picked them like the day before. There is not like one blackberry that goes to waste. I know it looks like a lot, but my mom picks them all and freezes them. So she'll make cobblers and we'll eat them just fresh. She's definitely blessed with blackberries, and this isn't even all of them. My dad has this much more up on the hill, and then he also has some raspberries, and that's Heather's favorite. You'll always find her at the raspberry patch, and you'll find me down here in the blackberries.
Heading back to what used to be home, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend goes a new end.
She's like, shut up, Flash.
I know you don't mean to, but you're blocking my view. I know you got issues, but I got my shit too. I don't wanna be your therapy no more, no more. You don't wanna hear this, but it's you, it's not me. Ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh, I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me stay, to stay. I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. The last thing I will ever do for you is wish you the best of luck.
This bathroom was disgusting. The sink and the toilet wasn't too bad. I have kept up with that, but I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't scrubbed this tub in a while, so it was really dirty, especially down in the little grooves. The bottom of the shower is like textured kinda, and it gets dirt in there, and it's really hard to get it out. Honestly, the only way I can get it out is to use this little power tool, so that's why I got that out on this day. But I used some Ajax because I couldn't find Comet. I don't know why, but we went to like 2 or 3 different places, could not find Comet. But we used some Ajax with bleach, and I scrubbed that up, and you'll see that it doesn't get it the first time. I have to go back over it. But this tool is so handy. The drill will actually kind of wear your arms out. It's pretty heavy, but it does beat having to scrub, like using all the elbow grease. So I definitely love these tools. They come in handy. But the Ajax with bleach got this tub really clean, looking really good. I'll show you guys that in just a second.
Don't call, don't follow, 'cause I'll do it fine on my own.
Kennedy found this picture at Hobby Lobby. Thank you for moving, Flashy. Watch out. And it's huge. But it's so pretty, and she's wanted it forever. And every time we went, they never had it. And today they did. I mean, it's like really big. Kennedy was a little emotional about it when she found it. So I don't know if she's taking it to school with her. Have you decided? Or if we're gonna leave it here. I don't know. It's pretty though. I love that. But we're gonna make some bags. Kennedy wants a bag for her tanning stuff to take to work and stuff. She works at a tanning place, so she gets like free tan, free spray tan, free teeth whitening. What else? They have a red light wrinkle thing that I need to use. Freaking annoying. That got potty. That'll look good. So I think Kennedy wants the flamingo neon on hers, and I don't know what Allie's gonna pick, but we're gonna make these bags real quick.
I never understood a word they said. Kept running in the woods alone instead. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Try to keep it up and standing tall. Why don't you stay, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Stay, stay here with me.
Kennedy found these bags at Hobby Lobby, and they were just like $2.50 each. And then I had a bunch of vinyl. I think she did buy like some of the neon to go with it. I'm not sure, but the bags were $2.50. She actually got her sister one, so Allison got to do that with her, and it was something that they did together, and they did not fuss. So I'm super proud of them for that, because since Kennedy has been home and Allison's been out of school, they've been at each other, and I don't know why kids just get on each other's nerves, I guess. I don't know. They like to pick at each other. They both are just alike, and they will pick. It drives me crazy. But anyway, they were getting along, so I was eating that up. Heather is baking homemade bread.
They're back.
Huh?
Let me vlog while I go to the mailbox. I did a closet clean out on my Facebook. Oh, look at this dead frog. It's a dead frog and it's so gross, but like, what if it's poisonous? So I'm not gonna step near it. Boom, such like a...
You got it now.
I don't know. I didn't count. This is 28 bucks right here.
Cool.
So 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 46, 47, 48, 49, $54. I'm rich.
Everything feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act, well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting.
Flash cracks me up in that teepee laying on Lexi's couch. Lexi is actually going to take that teepee back home with her and put it in her bedroom. But I told Heather, I said, I think Flash will miss it because he lays inside that teepee all the time. I said, if we put a dog bed inside that teepee, he would love it. But I was just layering the vinyl on their bags. But they turned out so cute. Kennedy put her name on the back of hers. Allison didn't want her name on the back of hers. They turned out so cute. You gonna give her bottle? How about putting you a cat together?
Do it.
Okay. A cat! You think we can fly it? You want to fly it? That's so cute.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you miss your ride? 'Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. As we're flying colors now.
So I'm not gonna lie, this fence is not to keep anything out as far as animals. It is to give Likely some boundaries. She loves to be right with me, and if I'm like hoeing the garden or something, or if I have to step over into the garden for something, she's with me, and she doesn't understand that that's plants, or you can't like touch it, you can't pull it up out of the ground, you can't step on it, and she just don't understand. So I just wanted to put this fence up just so she wouldn't just walk straight through here if she's out in the yard wandering around. And yeah, so that's what the fence is for, just so she can't just get into the garden. But she loved watching that kite fly.
So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. As we're flying colors now. Show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back. Yeah, you can count on me. Yeah. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. As we're flying colors now. As we're flying colors now. I wanna be close to you. I wanna show you something new. I wanna be close to you. I wanna show you something new. Take your time to be your mind. Don't ever wanna be apart. You gotta know.
glass was half empty.
Kennedy had bought some laundry detergent from where she works, and I think it's the scent Narcissist, but it smells so good. So she had bought some samples and brought home to me to smell, and I love it. You'll see that in a second, but I wanted to take these curtains down and wash them because they just needed it. They had dog hair on them. They had I'm sure smell like dog. I wanted to wash those, and then I hung them up wet straight from the washer and just hang them to dry. But they smelled so good. I had the whole living room smelling like that detergent.
Bert, I wanted to smell it.
It takes all of us to do laundry. It takes Allie, it takes Blakely, it takes Flash, it takes Chowder.
Bro, you
So I'm
should've
so glad everybody's in here to help me
You should have left Mel under this.
do this laundry.
Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just
Huge. It's not huge. It's
too, but I don't mind. You could
I can't do a blame thing without tearing something up. So I raised that middle blind, and then the top blind fell off of the one on the end. I tried to slide it back on, but it wouldn't. It's just the piece that hides like the bracket, but we have curtains. I don't care. I couldn't get it back up, and I wasn't even worrying about it. I just wanted to get my windows cleaned on the inside, and then on the outside, I used some Zep window cleaner. Like, you screw it to the water hose, and then there is like an off switch. There's a switch to apply the cleaner, and that'll come from your bottle, and then you can switch it to just water, which I took mine off and just used the water hose. But anyway, I was getting those windows good and clean. Heather's cat likes to sit in them, and there'll be little nose prints on the bottom, but they were just filthy, so I wanted to get those good and clean.
lights so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out.
This actually got my windows really clean. Once they dried, they looked so good. But I had scooted my plants out. I had tomato plants and strawberry plants. I have a couple blackberry sprouts that I've started. I just didn't want that cleaner to get into any of those and hurt those. But it did come clean. I was shocked because usually you have to scrub something to get it clean, but I did not. It worked really, really well. And these windows were pretty nasty. And it didn't take a lot out of my bottle. There was still a lot left. I sprayed quite a bit on there, so I really thought that I had used most of it, but I was shocked that it did. I guess it just mixes like a little cleaner with your water. I don't know, but it did a really good job. That's what I'm trying to say.
You could never wear me out.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long.
While I had the water hose up here, I went ahead and watered all of my plants, and then Blakely came out and she had to play in the water too. I don't know how Lexi gets anything done, but looking back on it, I had a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn baby and worked full time. I don't know how I got anything done, but I did. I guess you just do it. You do what you've got to do, and we made it work. But Blakely was having a fit to get in this water, and she ended up soaking wet, and that's okay because we have dry clothes. It's fine. We can change her. And that's one thing I've learned from, I guess, just getting older and being more mellow than I used to be. Used to, like, I probably wouldn't have let my kids got wet at this point, but here I am handing her a water hose. But you just don't sweat the small stuff. You let them have fun, let them make memories. It'll all dry, it'll clean up, and that's one thing I have learned. And I let Lakely do a whole lot more than I let my own kids do, and I guess that's just part of being a grandparent. But at this point, my curtains were done in the washer, so I pulled them out. I put them back on the curtain rod wet and hung those to dry, and they had the whole house smelling like this detergent.
Came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long, and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone. I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame.
Who remembers what this used to look like? There was a big, huge tree, and then there was all kinds of bushes and blackberry bushes. It was just so overgrown, it looked like a jungle, but we cleared all that out and made this little flower bed. But those blackberry bushes still are trying to come up, so there will be sprouts come up, and I'll cut them back. So that's what I was doing out here, is just getting all the grass, all the weeds, all of that out of the flower bed. And I was trying to pull those blackberry sprouts up by the root so they wouldn't come back. And I had gloves on because they had thorns in them, and those little thorns will tear you up. So I have sunflowers planted in the middle of this, actually in the middle of that grass. So hopefully those will come up, and those will be so pretty. I'm so excited to see if they, bloom or do anything. But this did look a lot better once it was all cleaned out. You guys probably can't tell a huge difference, but I could. There was all kinds of stuff growing up in this grass. Heather does not like this round circle of grass. She just doesn't like it. But I think it's so pretty, and I wanted to keep it because it looked good, and I just wanted to kind of save something if I could. So I didn't cut that down. And there's also a few random things growing in this flower bed, like those flowers, those big tall blades of flowers. I don't even know what they are, but they started coming up, and I just left those two because they looked pretty, but I have no idea what they are. So we'll see, I guess. My mom said they were some kind of lilies, I think, but I cannot remember what she said. She thought they were. But actually in our garden, from where our watermelons were, I guess watermelons that didn't come up, or they fell to the ground and were rotten or something. I'm not sure how this works. But anyway, in our garden, we have all kinds of watermelon plants coming up all over the place where those watermelons were. I haven't cut them down yet. I haven't pulled them up or anything. I hate to kill stuff like that. I just do. But I don't know what we're going to do with all these watermelons, because we have a lot in our garden, like around our tomato plants and just kind of random places. And I don't mind them. I just don't want it to be full of watermelons. But our rocks around the house, our landscaping needed some attention. I also moved those two marigolds, I think that's what they are, to a different spot because those two were in the very middle where the sunflowers were. And those sunflowers are so big and bushy that they just kind of drown those out. So I wanted to get those and move those. And then Lakely has a little purple flower in the spike, and it is so full and big that it needs to be moved. So I put a little marigold in it, and I planted what was in that planter into the ground. But I want to trim some of these bushes back, and I want to get these random bowls. You'll see there are just like random bowls. I think I threw 3 away, and it's from where Flash or the cats drag them and they fall to the ground. So Heather will get a new one from inside and feed them. So anyway, we just had random bowls on the ground. So I got those up, threw those away, trimmed everything back. We took off all of the limbs and stuff that we cut and, you know, pulled up, all that stuff. And you'll see on the other side of the porch, it is so overgrown with some kind of vines. So I cut those vines and I pulled all of those out of my flowers. There's a big bush over there that's got these big, huge blue flowers. Looks like snowballs or something. I cut the dead limbs out of that and I got the vines out of that just because I don't want those vines to kind of just take over and maybe kill it or whatever. Anyway, you'll see. But I cleaned so much out. It looks so much better, and I'm so glad we got this done and out of the way.
But baby, I saw you for a second and I'm happy that you came my way. Don't wanna waste no time without you ever brightening up my days. Never meant to fall so hard. Never meant to love no one. Love of mine. Love of mine. We're not okay. I look into your eyes and see you fade away. But we're not the same. It's like we're on 2 sides of the Milky Way. Somehow we got used to the problems. Baby, we got used to falling. I'm tired of feeling blue when I lose myself to love. I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. You agree, this is not the way it is supposed to feel. Oh, and I can see there are different paths laid out for you and me. 'Cause baby, I'm a true believer, and I wanna stay true to my feelings. I'm tired of feeling blue when I lose myself to love. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath.
So I've got to brag on Flashy for a minute. He hates a bath and he hates to have his toenails clipped. We take him to his vet and pay them to cut his toenails when he's ready. He is ready right now. If you've noticed, his toenails are pretty long, but he goes to the vet tomorrow. He has to just have his yearly checkup, and I think he's due a shot or two. I don't know. But anyway, he's going to get his toenails clipped tomorrow. But I was giving him a bath. He normally will lay on the floor and we have to drag him, and it takes like 2 of us to lift him up and put him in the tub. But on this day, I said, Flash, you want to take a bath? And he ran in here and jumped in the tub. I was like, what? Like, whose dog is this and where is mine? I could not believe he was so good. So anyway, I wish I had gotten that on film, but I didn't. But he was so good for his bath, so I just wanted to brag on him for a minute. He can be the biggest turd ever, but he is so sweet sometimes. He is definitely very needy, and he wants to be right with you, right where you're at. But I love him so much, and he was definitely due a bath.
And it's all because I don't need you anymore. Yeah. Heartbeats going fast, fast, fast. Oh, oh. Heartbeats going fast, fast, fast.
Okay, what's all these bags?
Volleyball, I need to transfer that to that. And that was for school. I'm getting rid of that.
That's your old bag.
That's my Lexi bag.
Knew from the first time I saw ya, you were not like the others. A cool kind of melody.
Allison has been decluttering her room. She has posted quite a few things on Facebook for sale, like closet clean out, and she's made quite a bit of money doing that. But then there's some things that's just trash, and then there's some things that's just donate. So she's done good. She's brought so many clothes in this house lately that I told her, you definitely need to get rid of some things. But she had the itch to switch, so she wanted her bedroom rearranged, and it takes a lot of us to do that. Her furniture is super heavy.
I gave your camera a show.
She wanted her bed flipped around, so we were moving that, and originally she was going to have her headboard on the wall that her TV was on. So I switched these drawers out because the 2 empty drawers were going to be against the wall. I had to switch them out because it was going to be turned around, flip-flopped. Then she decided she wanted her headboard on the polka dot wall where those little mirrors are. So I had to switch the dresser drawers back again. So anyway, we were just moving everything around. Her and Heather decided to switch TVs. Allison really didn't need one that big, and where she wanted to hang it, it wasn't going to work. And Heather said she would rather have a big TV. So her and Heather traded, and we did dust it. If you noticed how dusty that was. But her furniture is so heavy. I don't know why it's so heavy, but man, it's solid. But she got it moved around, and she's definitely going to keep it like this for a good year. That's what I tell her when we move it. Like, okay, here's your yearly rearrange. Luckily, Alden helped us and Kennedy helped us. So they were here helping, and then we moved her dresser on the wall beside her bed. So it gave her quite a bit of floor space. And I think that I like it this way better. At least she can get to her window easier. If you notice, there's still some spots that I didn't paint. There's some gray spots like at her bed and over next to her dresser. And I've got that paint left. So I'm gonna paint just as soon as that drywall, like where I filled the holes where her TV is, I needed to let that dry. So I'm gonna sand that down, and then I'm gonna paint that, touch that up. So Anyway, I think it looks really good. But thank you guys so much for watching all of this randomness. I appreciate you being here. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I will see you guys soon.
Here in the waiting, wandering and fading, I know there is something more than this. I think I am ready for doing some changing. Oh God, there is something more than this. You can have all the